Hey Scrap World, Tom from iScrap, and we want to talk about some of the 2021 prices on aluminum, a little bit of a 2022 outlook, and just give you an idea of kind of what's taken place over the last 12 plus months and where we see aluminum going into 2022. So, of course, aluminum has really been such a strong return in 2021. Coming into the year, there was a lot of pessimism and a lot of people not knowing where the metal was. Why isn't it rising like copper's rising? Where's the demand? But, there's been things that we've talked about throughout the year that have started to really take suit. Electric vehicles, they have electric vehicles across all of these different landscapes, from Lexus saying that they're going to go all electric, and Tesla and GM and Ford with the F-150 Lightning, and so many other vehicles are adopting aluminum opposed to steel because they're lighter, they can make them with new gauges. So going into the future, as you're scrapping out cars and you're whether you're an auto mechanic or kind of scrapping day to day, you're going to start to see more body panels coming from these vehicles, and that's been one of the big upticks. Now, aluminum's used all over the place, but one of the things that happened during the Trump administration was we had the aluminum tariffs. Now, we've started to see some of those tariffs disappearing, and that could start to actually bring the pricing of aluminum down as we go into 2022. But I do believe that the demand is going to continue to be there. Things like consumer electronics, laptops, smartphones, tablets, iPads, TVs, right? The cars, the different things inside your house, they're all using more aluminum. It's lighter, it's easier to work with. So I expect there to be a really good push going into 2022, not only domestically, but really worldwide. Things that are going to impact the scrap market, like we'll talk about in this video and others, is going to be a lot of transportation costs, logistics, supply chain, labor disruptions. These are problems that are affecting not only the metal industry, but all industries. I was listening to someone that makes cheesecakes for a living, and they were saying how the supply chains on the dairy side of things, they aren't getting as much cream cheese in as they need, and that's disrupting things. You saw a lot more people getting more money in 2021, whether it was through additional unemployment benefits or different child care acts, and that money started to get pushed into the economy. More people have been buying things, so we might have a little bit of a propped up economy in 2021, especially through the pandemic rebound and really kind of declaring the pandemic over, because COVID's something that we're going to live with. But what we're going to still be waiting to see how it's going to be figured out in 2022 is how these aluminum supply chains, are they going to continue to export it, or is exporting it not going to be as cost effective? Are we going to see more companies investing in their own U.S. factories? That's something that we would like to see, more U.S. domestic products being produced, more aluminum being recycled. That means that it's a quicker turnaround time, but it could lead to prices decreasing, especially if some of the aluminum tariffs are taken off. What happened with the tariffs, when the tariffs were put in, well, the manufacturers and the producers that were absorbing those tariffs, they weren't just going to take a 10, 15, 20% haircut. They're going to pass it on to us, the consumers. So with the tariffs being taken away, we might start to see the aluminum prices coming down, which unfortunately will hit the scrap side of things, but we are going to still see a very strong market in 2022, especially when you compare it to what we saw in 2020, and really the aluminum rebound, that middle 2 quarters of 2021, we saw aluminum prices really surging to really strong levels, and we hope that the strong demand will lead to steady prices going into 2022. But make sure you tune into our weekly reports and let us know what you think and other things that we can talk about. Talk to you later. Thanks for checking out our scrap videos. By becoming a Patreon supporter today, you'll be entered into monthly giveaways for tools and other products to help you make more money with your scrap.